The Battle of Gettysburg, the turning point of the American Civil War, detailed documentary. The Battle of Gettysburg was one of the bloodiest and most decisive battles in American history. Fought over 3 days in July 1863, it marked a turning point in the Civil War. But what really happened during those fateful days? Who were the key players, and why did this battle change the course of history? In this documentary, we'll take you deep into the heart of Gettysburg, exploring the strategies, the sacrifices, and the stories that defined this epic clash. Get ready. This is the Battle of Gettysburg like you've never seen it before. The road to Gettysburg. By the summer of 1863, the Civil War had been raging for 2 years. The Confederacy, led by General Robert E. Lee, was riding high after a series of victories. Lee decided to invade the North, hoping to pressure Washington, D.C. and force an end to the war. His army marched into Pennsylvania, where they clashed with the Union Army of the Potomac, led by General George G. Meade. The stage was set for a showdown that would decide the fate of a nation. Day 1. The battle begins. On July 1, 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg began. Confederate forces under General A.P. Hill encountered Union cavalry led by General John Buford. Buford's men held their ground, buying time for Union reinforcements to arrive. By the end of the day, the Confederates had pushed the Union forces back through the town of Gettysburg, but the Union Army regrouped on high ground south of the town. The first day ended with both sides preparing for a larger confrontation. Day 2, the fight for the high ground. On July 2nd, the battle intensified as both sides fought for control of key positions. Union forces held the high ground, including Cemetery Hill and Little Round Top. Confederate General James Longstreet launched a massive assault on the Union left flank, aiming to break their line. The fighting was brutal, with heavy casualties on both sides. At Little Round Top, the 20th Maine Regiment, led by Colonel Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, made a heroic stand that became legendary. Day 3, Pickett's Charge. July 3rd marked the climax of the battle. Confederate General George Pickett led a daring charge of 12,500 men across an open field toward the center of the Union line. Known as Pickett's Charge, this assault was a desperate attempt to break the Union Army. But the Union forces, well entrenched and ready, unleashed a devastating barrage of artillery and rifle fire. The charge failed, and the Confederates suffered catastrophic losses. It was a turning point in the battle and the war. The aftermath. The Battle of Gettysburg ended on July 4, 1863, with a Union victory. The Confederates retreated, leaving behind over 28,000 casualties. The Union also suffered heavy losses, with more than 23,000 killed, wounded, or missing. The battlefield was littered with the dead and wounded, a grim reminder of the cost of war. But the Union's
victory at Gettysburg marked a turning point, boosting Northern morale and weakening the Confederacy's momentum. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. 4 months after the battle, President Abraham Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address at the dedication of the Soldiers' National Cemetery. In just 272 words, Lincoln honored the fallen and reaffirmed the nation's commitment to freedom and equality. His speech remains one of the most famous in American history, a testament to the sacrifices made at Gettysburg. General Robert E. Lee, the commander of the Confederate Army, was a brilliant strategist but faced criticism for his decisions at Gettysburg. His decision to launch Pickett's Charge is often seen as a costly mistake. Despite his defeat, Lee remained a respected figure, and his leadership shaped the course of the Civil War. General George G. Meade, the commander of the Union Army, played a crucial role in the Union victory at Gettysburg. His defensive strategy and ability to hold the high ground proved decisive. However, Meade faced criticism for not pursuing Lee's retreating army more aggressively. Colonel Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, a professor-turned-soldier, became a hero for his defense of Little Round Top. His leadership and bravery saved the Union left flank and earned him the Medal of Honor. Chamberlain's story is a reminder of the courage and sacrifice displayed at Gettysburg. The impact on the Civil War. The Union victory at Gettysburg marked a turning point in the Civil War. It ended Lee's invasion of the North and boosted Northern morale. Combined with the fall of Vicksburg on July 4, 1863, the Union gained the upper hand. The Confederacy never fully recovered from these losses, and the war began to shift in favor of the Union. The human cost. The Battle of Gettysburg was one of the bloodiest battles in American history. Over 50,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, or missing. The scale of the carnage shocked the nation and highlighted the brutal reality of war. Gettysburg became a symbol of sacrifice and the high cost of preserving the Union. The Gettysburg National Military Park. Today, the Gettysburg National Military Park preserves the battlefield as a reminder of the sacrifices made during the Civil War. Visitors can explore the battlefield, visit monuments, and learn about the history of the battle. The park serves as a tribute to the soldiers who fought and died there. Lessons from Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg teaches us about the importance of leadership, strategy, and sacrifice. It reminds us of the cost of war and the value of unity. The stories of courage and resilience from Gettysburg continue to inspire us today. The Battle of Gettysburg was a defining moment in American history. What lessons do you take from this epic battle? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth historical content. Together, let's keep the stories of the past alive.